Is the Pixel 9 Pro XL still worth it? Almost a year later. So, lots of exciting stuff lately with the Pixel 10, Android 16, news and rumors and leaks and all that stuff coming out. But in the here and now, we still have the Pixel 9 Pro XL. And it's a $1,099 phone, $1,099. But as of the making of this video, you can get it for $899 on Amazon. And there's also other options where if you want to get it renewed, refurbished, even Best Buy Open Box has some decent options sometimes. I know somebody that got one for, I think, a little less than $700 the other day based on the condition of the phone. But overall, 10 months later, this phone is still fantastic. I am a big fan of the Pixel phones. As you know, if you watch my videos, you know that. But the Pixel 9 series phones brought something special. And it's like everything, all the stars finally aligned for this phone, or at least all these phones, because we have the Pixel 9, the 9 Pro, the 9 Pro XL, and the 9 Pro Fold, which people really like a lot in the foldable phone department. Well, if you're taking a look at the landscape and you're waiting, I wanted to make this video because so many people ask me, should I go ahead and get the Pixel 9 Pro XL now or the 9 Pro, or should I wait? And generally, whenever it's this close, I like to say, okay, you should probably wait. But I know there's people out there who are frugal, who want to get the best bang for their buck, who want the best value, who worry about uncertainty when new phones come out, because even though, I mean, when phones launch, they're usually pretty darn good, sometimes they can have problems whenever they first come out, right? We've even had people reporting having issues with Android 16 with the update, even though I'm not having any problems, and I know other people aren't having any problems. I saw an article today from somebody, I think it was Android, one of the Android websites, saying that the connectivity issues are so bad they couldn't use the Pixel anymore. And not to spread doom or gloom, it's just that, well, sometimes we run into software issues. You never know. But the platform as a whole, and my experience with it, has been really good. I said that the Pixel 9 Pro XL last year was the best phone of 2024, and I stand by that. Whenever this phone came out, and I think even looking in hindsight, looking at the debacle that has been the iPhone 16 Pro Max and the failure and the lack of Apple Intelligence. I mean, they advertised Apple Intelligence out the wazoo. They made it seem like it had all these features, and then it shows up and those features aren't there. You got to wait 6 weeks for the first set of Apple Intelligence features to roll out, then another quarter for some other ones to roll out. They already came out and said, look, we're not getting the updated Siri. Heck, whenever the iPhone 17 comes out, maybe we'll be able to use the features that were promised to us and advertised for the iPhone 16 series phones. So, in stark contrast, you look at what Google has done. You look at how well the Pixel 9 series phones, especially the 9 Pro XL, this is the flagship. Like, this is the best of the best of the best. It's still, in the US, the best smartphone camera that you can get. And I know a lot of people are not crazy about the Tensor chip, but hey, it's over 3 gigahertz. It's powerful enough to do anything you want to do on the phone. It's got all the great AI stuff. And if you've seen all the great things you can do with Google Gemini with the Veo, VEO, they came out with Veo 2, which allowed you to make 7-second clips. You could give it a prompt and it would make a cool video clip. And now with Veo 3, you can do that, and then you can add sound to them as well. Like, I wouldn't be surprised in 2 or 3 more years if you could make like a small short movie or short video, like a TV series show, an episode on your phone, or just using Gemini, and that's great. And Gemini is great, of course. And of course, they've got Circle to Search. They've got all the other cool features. Google has done what Apple has failed to do, and that is lead from the front. They've got all the great AI stuff that you want going for it, and it's just getting better and better. And this phone's supported for 7 years. 7 years of support. We just got the first update, so you're still going to get 6 more years of support out of this. And I think that the phone will last 6 more years. It's got the Tensor 4, 16 gigs of RAM. I mean, that's better than what you're going to get in the iPhone or the Samsung department. So many people were pissed off that the S25 series only had 12 gigabytes of RAM. It wasn't ideal. I think it's good for several years, but for future proofing, I feel like they kind of left that out there because they want people to upgrade sooner rather than later, right? Because that's how these companies make money, getting you to buy new phones. Well, this one is the most future-proof of all because it has 16 gigabytes of RAM. So you're going to be good for AI stuff for a long time. You've got all the nice integrated stuff in the phone. This phone is optimized from the ground up for Google's processes, Google's algorithms, their AI, all those things. And yes, even though the benchmarks aren't as good as the A18, yes, the benchmarks aren't as good as the Snapdragon 8 Generation 3 or the 8 Elite, it still has tons of power. I've never run into any situation where I'm using this phone where I'm like, you know what, this phone is not flagship level performance. At some point, those benchmark numbers, they're just numbers. It's not something that translate into real world performance. So having used this phone, having tested it out, having intimate knowledge with this phone over the last 10 months, I still think it's a good buy. So if you're holding out and you don't want to get the Pixel 10, or if you're coming over from the Pixel 6, the Pixel 7, this is a wildly good upgrade. Like, it's something that you could go from a Pixel 6 to Pixel 7, even the Pixel 8. Like, going from the Pixel 8 Pro to the 9 Pro XL was, I felt like, a huge jump. Of course, we got the ultrasonic fingerprint scanner. You've got the Class 3 security with the facial recognition. You can actually use the biometric on your apps. That's something you don't get with other Android phones. It's something that we take for granted, I think, people in the iOS sphere, because if you've got an iPhone, you can use Face ID because it's more secure than normal face recognition, and it works with your banking apps. Well, most Android phones don't allow you to do that. So that's a leg up that you have here, which is nice because using the Titan security chip, using the Tensor 4, using the security built into the OS, you can log in your banking apps. You can do all that stuff. Facial recognition is perfectly fine. I mean, it's not, there we go. I mean, no issues. It works great. So you've got great biometrics, you've got solid performance, you've got plenty of RAM, you got a 5,000 milliamp battery. The phone lasts all day. It's not one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, it's dead by two. So many people are upset about the Samsung Galaxy S25 Edge because it has a 3,900 milliamp battery. I think for people who want that phone, it's perfectly fine. Would it be great if it had a 5,000 milliamp? Obviously, yes, of course that would be better, right? Well, when it comes to this one, it'll last all day. You should have no problem getting at least 7 hours of screen on time doing normal stuff. Granted, anytime you're going to be playing games, you want to play Warzone, you want to play Genshin Impact, just like any other smartphone, it's going to kill the battery a lot faster. So is it possible to kill the phone in a day if you want to? Absolutely. If you sit there with the screen on for 10, 12 hours straight, yes, it's going to drain the battery, right? But for normal day-to-day performance, mixed performance, some gaming, email, work, AI stuff, taking photos, texting, it's going to get you all day battery. And the other nice thing is, one thing I love about the Google Pixel phones is the haptics. Like, the typing experience on here is so nice. It's like something, it's next level. Like, whenever you take a look at Samsung, they got good haptics. You take a look at OnePlus, they've got really good haptics. But using the Pixel, typing on the Pixel, the AI, like the UI integration with the haptic feedback and things like that, I think that it's the best whenever it comes to Android. And you've got this great premium build design. It's got a great body. It's got a great design. I think the camera module, it sticks out. It really shows off the brand. Like before, a couple years ago, you're like, okay, so many of the phones look the same. But now with this iconic and legendary camera bump on the back, it's easy to spot. And I see them all the time now. 2-3 years ago, I would never see a Pixel phone when I go out in public. But I go to New York now. I'm on the subway. I was even in Tokyo a few months ago. I saw several people on the subway walking around Japan there. So, and it's really big in Japan. Like, they've had such a big increase in market share in Japan. People over there seemingly really, really like the Pixel phones. So I think Google's done a great job here. And if you're interested in the phone, you're still going to get a great flagship level, powerful phone that can do all sorts of great things. Still the best camera, at least until the Pixel 10 comes out. And you may be able to get good deals. As we get closer and closer, I usually caution, say, hold off and get the new one. But if you are comfortable with this, if you could get a good deal, sometimes the carriers even have them like for free if you trade in a phone or something like that. There are a lot of different ways that it could still be very financially viable. It's not like 5 years ago where it's like, okay, I got this phone, the one coming out in 6 months is going to be tremendously better. I mean, the new one will be better. Right? It will be better. Make no mistake about it. And finally, it'll be the first chip made by TSMC, not Samsung. So the Tensor 5, all the things that we've been seeing, the camera updates, and all the AI stuff, Android 16, all the cool performance improvements and stuff. Like, there will be some nice quality of life improvements. But it's also rumored to have a price increase. Do you want to pay potentially $11.99 for a Pixel 10 Pro XL? Or you can get this for $8.99 right now. And within the next few months, I can almost guarantee you that Google's going to have sales because they're going to want to clear the shelf space before the new ones come out. So you could find yourself in a position where if you're interested in this phone, it's not something that I would say don't buy it. I mean, of course, yes, the new one would be great. If you have to have the latest and greatest, you've already made up your mind anyway. But if you're on the fence, if you want something that you know is good, it's tried and true, it's tested, it's had really great reviews, and overall, it's been a really, really positively received phone. I think this is definitely the most improved phone you can get here in the U.S. this last year. And of course, the Sony Xperia 1 Mark 6 had some amazing improvements, but really hard to get that phone, not available in the U.S. as far as the big three between the iPhone, the Samsung, and Google here in the US, definitely the most improved over the last year. And I think it's had the best reception. This last year, the performance has been smooth. It's been basically hiccup free. And it's been, I think, doing a lot better than especially the iPhone and even Samsung in some metrics. So that's all I got. I just wanted to talk about this because I've had some people ask about it. If you find one on a good deal, open box, trade in, renewed, find it on sale, want to save some money and don't want to spend full price and get the Pixel 10 when it comes out, this is still going to be a good phone for a very long time. So that's all I've got. If you have any questions, comments, gripes, concerns, complaints, all that stuff, please, of course, go to the comment section. I'll do my best to get back with you. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.